You may have been in procrastination energy. Um, if you're new here, by the way, thank you for coming. If you're returning, hey y'all. Um, I cleared the energy earlier today and clear it again now. I'm gonna take a few cleansing breaths. All right. I'm gonna take my time in this reading. So maybe a little slow. I'm sorry if it's a little boring, but you guys, this has been a lot of procrastination going on. So, okay. And it's not boring. I won't speak boring. It may be a little intense because I'm feeling intense. You may be in intense energy. Okay. So first thing out is the two of baskets. I saw initially in the pre-poll that there was a very close bond. And this card reminds me of my grandmother and grandfather and picking collard greens when I was little. And they were very much friends and lovers. So you could have been lovers and friends with this person. And there's something that I feel like there's something that you planned. There's something that was planned where you thought that you were two steps ahead or always used to winning. Maybe someone's used to winning at all costs or having a trick up their sleeve. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because there was a relationship that ended, and this could have been a divorce or it could just been a contract ending. And there's something that you need to say. And when it's time to speak, maybe you have a hard time saying what you need to say. Maybe when it's time to say what you need to say, you have a really hard time. Thank you. Um, so now there's a stalemate, right? We have this wily coyote energy of like, okay, what do I do next? And he's always going back to the drawing board whenever he didn't get um when he didn't get the Roadrunner. Yeah, I love Looney Tunes too. So I got the deck, yeah. And he was always going back to the drawing board, and that's what this two of sticks means. Thank you. Um, just like not being able to see your way, not being able to decide what's next. Because he was often stuck, right? But he never stopped. So maybe there's this determination energy. Like, even though you don't know how to move forward, you're still like very determined to do so. Pull some more cards and get some more information on this. I think this came out earlier today, if you remember. I pulled some cards. Yeah. I'm loving this Marvel deck, by the way, guys. I hope you like the Marvel deck. I love the Master. Ooh. We got some characters on here. I got Aunt May with Spider-Man. Okay, I'm picking up a lot here. Okay, so I feel like in this relationship that had an ending to it, or yeah, definitely an ending. I didn't pull any more tarot, but the contract And is here is broken, a broken contract. It seems like there was supposed to be some um, loyalty in this relationship, in this partnership. Because a good guard dog is hard to find. So maybe there's a sense of like needing to be loyal. And instead, there were some places and other things that were more important to do, places to be, webs to shoot. Maybe there are more interesting things to do. Maybe there's a double life that was being lived. And now maybe perhaps you're thinking of going home or being home and you don't know quite how to get back to home, which is why like coyote energy, like how do I get back home? And maybe this person, it could be an older person as well. Home could be, it doesn't have to be a partner. It could be an actual like mother, a family member. Take that how it resonates. Because for not everyone's not going to come up as a relationship. Some of you as a partnership. I mean, as romantic, shall I say? Some of these are just close bonds, like the one between Aunt May and Spider-Man. Or maybe there was a friendship element to the relationship as well, or a very close bond like that, like Aunt May and Spider-Man. All right, I want to know more about this contract that's broken. Card fell out. Okay, so there was a person that was very abundant. For the situation that was very abundant for. Wow, the card is always falling. Good gracious. Okay. So there seems to be so there's an abundance that was going on in this relationship or partnership, and someone was supposed to listen to their intuition. It seems like ancestors and angels, and like there was, look at all this. Someone was trying to get your attention, or yeah, I'm gonna sense since this is you because it's in the middle. So there was some type of attention that was trying to be got, like angels, ancestors, like maybe sending you numbers, 111, 222s, just like different things. But something caused you to have this lack of direction, really being stuck on like which way to go, stuck into negative patterns, negative thoughts, negative loops. Really just being in prison, like I like genuinely don't know where to go. Maybe you're coming out of that because it is in reverse. Thank you. Oh, thank you in the chat. It's in reverse, so maybe perhaps you're coming out of that. But it looks like this contract that was, I want to feel like, what were they trying to tell you? I feel like you were getting a lot of messages, whoever you are. You're getting tons of messages. You're getting tons of messages. I did not say it. Say you're getting ancestors. We're getting a whole bunch of messages about how to tap into some internal strength. All right. So you have been being watched over from my ancestors since you, of course, it's duh, right? Since you were a child, right? But no, like seriously, like they genuinely give you communication. They genuinely talk to you. Like everyone's ancestors doesn't always like be chilling with them for real, for real. Yours really do talk to you, and you know it. You get signs, you get synchronicities, you get numbers, you get downloads, you get dreams, you get all types of things. And so they were trying to give you strength. And this is, I like this card. Of course, you know, it falls up in the Leo, but this is the Puma, I believe. And that's a North American wildcat, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very powerful animal. I don't feel like looking at the book and see what all it means, but you can look that up. It's a very powerful animal. But this internal strength that that they were trying to give you is more like the ability to do the right thing when no one is looking. I got that earlier today. And Spider-Man is definitely very much like that. The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? He definitely likes to have integrity. Anybody who knows Spider-Man knows that he likes integrity. He doesn't like to do the wrong thing, you know. That's a part of what made him dying in the or him passing away or unaliving in the um I gotta slip my mind now. I can't think of the word in the end game. An end game when he when he passed away in Stark's arm, and he was like, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good." One of the things that made us cry is because he has such integrity. He's such a sweet kid, and so maybe perhaps you have this sweet innocence inside of you, like Spider-Man, and they were trying to tap into that with you and say, "Hey, remember how sweet you were? Remember how loving you were? Remember how kind you are?" And the reason why I say that is because we have the Father of Sticks here in reverse. So you could have been at one time very harsh, um, kind of like just say whatever you need to say. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. You don't have to be those signs, but just coming through with that fire. Maybe you've been very fiery as a person, and maybe learning to let that go and maybe down the fire a bit. And maybe that's got you a little confused on how to do that, right? On how to communicate. Hence why this WB frog is back here, how to communicate. I love this. If you watch Looney Tunes, then you already know what this. I love this frog. The WB frog is my favorite because he will always. I mean, he'll be singing his ass off. I mean, like, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal." Just doing the most, and then as soon as it's time for him to perform, he's like, "Ribbit, ribbit." So maybe you have a blocked throat chakra. Maybe you have a hard time saying what it is that you need to say. Maybe you need to tap in some more of that Spider-Man energy. Spider-Man had a hard time saying things sometimes too. So maybe that's why that's coming up. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on with the stuck energy, this Eight of Swords. How can the collective get out of this? There may be a need for you to protect yourself spiritually and mentally, emotionally. I feel like you need a lot of spiritual protection. Whoever you are, you may have been going around not being spiritually protected. What does that mean? When you're in negative thinking patterns, right? When you're in this stuck energy, as a therapist, psychologist, whatever word you want to use, psychotherapist, whatever word you want to use, LPC, that's my actual title. When you're stuck in negative thinking patterns, and I don't know, let me go grab my book really quick. Give me a second, guys. Bear with me. Let me see if I can grab it. I'm gonna do it. These are two really good books that I use. This is a shadow journal workbook. Of course, you can get these off the TikTok shop. I'm not promoting them. I don't get any sales from this. But look here, mental traps. And these are the things that my clients they do these things. You really need to pay attention to those. Mind traps, anchoring, confirmation bias. You favor things that confirm your existing beliefs. And there's more. Look at this stunning cougar. In fact, the more you know, the less the less confident you are likely to be. Y'all like to talk about these backfiring spells all the time, aren't y'all? Hit backfire card. You're just doing it to yourself. These are your shadow works. Do your work. I talk about Carl Jung a lot. If you look up Carl Jung and type in tarot cards, you'll see that he's been doing this stuff. This is called uncovering the subconscious mind. So if you want to know how tarot and psychology go together, there you go. Right in your faces. What I work with my clients on are these guys. Let me show you. Oh, of course, these. How to spot your shadow. First, you have to notice your trigger. Recognize your pattern. Understand prejudices, or projections and prejudices and preconceived notions. And pay attention to your dreams, of course. And wow, look at this. Didn't you know? It said go to therapy. Explore your childhood past experiences. Holy crap. Did a book just say you probably should go to therapy? If you're doing shadow work, so all of you who love to talk about the Eight of Swords and shadow, and you love tarot so much, here you go. Also, I work with the conscious, unconscious mind, and this is the moneymaker, guys. This is the moneymaker. If you want to know why I name my business this, the Emotional Wound Clinic, it's because I realize that people have actual real wounds that you cannot see. And this is how they manifest. Trust wounds, neglect wounds. So if this sounds familiar, if any of this looks familiar, even one, even one, welcome. So for those of you who are non-believers who are like, that's not me, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't know what they're talking about. Eight of Swords, stuck. I'm not stuck. I don't do that. It's not me. That's what Carl Jung, this is what we're talking about with the meanings of them, right? So stick around if this is making sense to you. And if you like this, again, you can get it off the TikTok shop. I don't have it linked in anything in my bios. It's a great book, though. I work with my clients with it, like I said. There's several different exercises. I'm gonna keep this out though, because we might have to go back to this. I feel like we're gonna need to keep this one out. It's wound mapping. So I do exercise with my clients. You can try this yourself, guys. Map your own wounds. Find out your wounds. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. If you struggle with trust, is this going to show up in your real world? So if you're wondering how you got here, welcome to the Emotional Wound Clinic. Which one of your wounds do you have? Which one? Hmm? And there's more. These are just the starters. these are just the starters, the ABCs. Okay, put that over here for now. Okay. So that's why I said protection. If you don't take care of those shadows, if you don't integrate your higher self with your lower self, your yin with your yang, whatever words make you feel comfortable, I don't care. You'd be susceptible. So there's a need to protect yourself in the physical world and the spiritual world. But I feel like you have a lot of protection behind you. Look at your ancestors. They are ready. Okay. They're ready. But they can't have your back if you're not doing your part, right? There's a need to do teamwork. There's a need for some teamwork. Why do they want you to work as a team? Why do they want you to work well with others? They want you to work well with others because it'll help heal your heart. It'll help take these swords out of your heart, out of your heart. Look at this. They want you to work well with others because when you don't, the three of baskets, when you don't work well in giving time, giving your love, giving patience, think about what goes into uh, working together as a team to harvest, to make food, to do whatever, to get to a goal. When you don't do that, you're literally pissing on their grave, they're saying. Mm. Ooh, I just heard it. This grace is very loud. Yeah, and your ancestors are not happy with that piece. Yeah, you got to listen to them because you don't want to piss them off. You don't be pissing on their grave, man. And then ultimately hurting yourself. And left for dead, too. Tell me more about this title. Y'all still be flying. Okay, so you're being called to figure out, like, what do you not figure out? To think about what you're manifesting, what type of relationships will actually give you abundance, give you what you're looking for, give you the wish fulfillment, the peace. And there's something about maybe even taking a spiritual bath to maybe cleansing yourself. Maybe you're doing a lot of daydreaming about relationships and about my ears itching, balancing. Yeah, something about balancing a relationship, being balanced, or how to balance relationships, and not listening to other people and what they have to say about your situation. I feel like you had people in your ear or people were talking about the situation. There's some type of chatter or gossip around the situation. I feel like there was some two-faced people. There were some people who were pretending to be your friend, or to be loving, and you had to think about what you were really protecting. Hence the scar dark energy again. Maybe you're thinking about what it actually is that you're protecting. And again, this connection with Spider-Man and Iron Man again, right? What were you protecting? What were you protecting? You must feel like you're a lucky person. Because this keeps coming out again, and maybe there is a bit of like, maybe you thought something was going to be lucky, or maybe you are lucky, and maybe just like luck has ran out. Because again, like I said, the contract is over with, so maybe you're always used to being lucky. Maybe you're always used to winning something, and whatever it is that you're maybe used to winning, maybe it's a fight or argument. I feel like it's words because I get a lot of swords with you guys. So I feel like it's a lot of words. So maybe an argument or something. Maybe you won. Maybe you won this separation. Maybe you wanted the separation. And so you won. And let's find out why you wanted the separation. Because I feel like you got what you wanted. Oh yeah, everything's falling. Thank you. My day's going beautiful. Thank you. I'll move this out the way because I want to find out why did this relationship end? Why this contract was over with? It's over with because there's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of thoughts in um your head, and you didn't know how to take a leadership role. And because of that, their tower fell. So there was a separation, a big upheaval, some type of catastrophe, whether it was minimum or a maximum. I feel like it was pretty big. Um, so it feels like you had a lot of thoughts in your head, a lot of things that you were thinking about. Um, I don't know. You have to go to the only read what comes out. I only read what comes out. Like I said, could have had big Aries energy here. Very dominating. Maybe you are being overbearing, over dominating. If you look up I always talk about the Karpman's Jarman triangle, Karpman. You can type that into Google. And if you have been in the persecutor energy, which if you've been in the drama triangle, if you've been in any drama at all, then you probably have been in the drama triangle, and you're coming out here as the persecutor, the ridge. Not seeing things clearly, seeing things from a very low point, not seeing them from a bird's eye view. So not seeing them from a higher version of yourself, seeing them from a very low thing, from a very low version, a very low aspect. So maybe these things that you had in your head that you were thinking about cause you to speak um, in a very aggressive, disrespectful, overbearing tone. Um, and even maybe the things that you saw made you say things that weren't very kind, and a tower fell. Goodness, I promise you. Oh, yeah, you really had your eyes set on something. There was, well, however you were behaving or moving, that was on purpose. I feel like you moved like that intentionally. And maybe you're thinking of now having a second chance towards the situation. Oh my goodness. I feel like, okay, the reason why this tower fell, the reason why this relationship is over is because you didn't take it very serious. Um, not the Deadpool energy, my favorite guy. He was like, I'm just here for the snacks. Maybe, you're being very tyrannical, just being an a-hole, like whatever. Maybe you didn't think this was a very important relationship at the time. Maybe you're playing it very, like being very goofy, maybe just being silly, maybe being childish. But I see now here it's coming up like maybe you want a chance to do that over again. I don't know why it's arching like that though. I guess you see it now, maybe? Because this tower's still there. Oh, okay, that's why. Because you feel, are you stuck? It feels like you're stuck in this heaviness, this burden, this regret, this depression, this um feeling despondent, um, pressured, maybe you have a hard time seeing the light, maybe maybe you've been crying and maybe the crying's been feeling very cleansing, confirmation. Maybe my thing just started going dead. Maybe you've been feeling like you're losing power, losing energy. Do you feel blocked? Maybe you're blocked from this situation or this person. I want to know more about I want to know about this intentional Hawkeye, because whatever it is that was on your mind, that was heavy, that was burdening you, you did something intentionally that was very tyrannical, that was very rude and disrespectful. Like you, whatever it was, you were like, "Big, I don't care how I sound, I don't care how I look, I don't care what I say." That's what this is. That Emperor Ridge Reverse. Ooh, okay. I like it. Let me see more. Let me see more. More. Okay. Okay, so the talk energy. You're giving your energy to a situation that made you very sad and it caused you to have a lot of emotional pain behind it, a lot of negative thinking behind it, a lot of burdens. Um, it just seems to be like it seems like to be a lot of data being poured in your head. Maybe you had a lot of thoughts that were just like just overrunning your head, right? Just, hmm, I'm shaking. Maybe you're shaking. I'm like, my leg is going. Maybe you've been shaking. Maybe you have this nervous energy. Maybe something caused you to be nervous with this nine of daggers in there. Maybe it's something that you saw. Maybe something that you saw that made you very sad. Um, Maybe you're hoping to give something to someone and something that you saw made you sad. And so that made you get in your head and maybe you had a lot of thoughts come in your head and that's why this tower fell. Yeah. And now there's like a lot of regret. There's so much regret. Five of crystal, five, so much regret. Do you regret giving someone energy? Feels like you regret giving someone energy or something energy. Something that you experienced really caused you to have a lot of emotional turmoil and pain on the inside. It feels like it's caused you to cry more internally, but definitely on the outside too. Something that you look at, that you see, causes you a lot of pain and a lot of heartache. And it seems like a lot of missing someone or something. Maybe there's some self harming involved. Maybe you feel like you hurt yourself. You don't want to do that anymore. Maybe you feel like whatever this pain is, I keep being called to this a lot. You could feel like you're like crazy right now, you know? Maybe there was moments that you felt crazy, you felt like you were losing your mind because of the loss. And I see like maybe you were holding on to relationships that are broken instead of focusing on the ones that are full and happy. So maybe there are two people or two other relationships that are now gone. Maybe perhaps you're really, oh yeah, confirmation, maybe really missing them. Maybe missing them a lot. Yeah. Let's spice it up a bit. Tell me about the person I'm missing. This could be an older person. Could be older than you. Mm-hmm. There could have been some an older person that you were dating, or there could have been like going out with other people. Um, I feel like there could have been another date because this is what this one is about. This is dinner with mice, and of course you already know he's trying to eat the mice. I already know this episode. Then dinner with mice, Speedy Gonzalez, fellow mice. So it could be something about a date. Maybe you had a date with someone else, and maybe that was a part of the separation. I'm feeling there could have been a date, or maybe someone. Maybe you put more energy. Maybe you're putting energy into other people, right? Instead of this situation, or vice versa. Yeah, maybe you try to make something work again. Um, Hello, Phoenix Rising, Earth Angel, and Chosen. Love, love, love. Hugs and kisses. My day's going good. Um, so maybe you were trying to do things over and over again, trying to attack it in the same way, like Marvin the Martian. Maybe you're trying to blow up Mars with radiator bomb. And you're trying to do that over and over. Maybe you're just a repeating thing. And you're trying to do something over and over and over and over again. And I don't feel like it worked because it's caused a lot of I don't feel like it worked. I don't feel like it worked at all. Whatever it is that you tried, I don't feel like it worked, guys. I'm sorry. I don't feel like that worked. I don't know what it is that you tried, but it didn't do what you thought it was gonna do. What did the collective think it was gonna do? I'm using my music deck to know. What did you think it was gonna do? You thought it was gonna protect you? You thought you were protecting yourself or creating boundaries? Oh, you thought you had learned a lesson. Yep, you did this to yourself. You did this to yourself. You did this shit to yourself, whoever you are. Damn. Damn, you did this shit to yourself. I came out reverse, but I'm not putting it reverse. Okay, so I said, why did you do this? And it's because you were trying to protect yourself in love. You didn't want to be hurt, so you're trying to create boundaries and what you thought were boundaries, but they're not boundaries. I just told you they're not boundaries. You got trust issues or whatever the hell, one of these, okay? Whoever you are, stop playing with me. You're playing in my face, y'all. I love y'all, but you're playing in my face. If you're up here setting boundaries and the shit ain't working out, and you think you setting boundaries and it's clearly coming out in the cards that you were not, that means you're over here, okay? You got some wounds that you need to heal. All right. So you thought you were setting boundaries. I see that you thought about it a lot, actually. This actually, you know what sucks is when you done thought about some shit that you thought was clever and you and you found out that you weren't as smart as you thought you was. I think this is one of those times when y'all thought y'all was smart and you wasn't as smart as you thought you were. I think it ended up you end up losing some connection, a partnership that you really wanted. Um, and I think you've been through this before, hence you learned your lesson and you didn't want to be blind to cycles. So you're like, I'm gonna call justice on it. And you thought about it. You thought about that. It came out reverse initially. So you're ready, you thought about it, you were like, to away with it. I don't want the relationship. Ooh, Wolverine out here. Maybe you're a loner. That makes sense. Collective, whoever you are, you got that Wolverine energy on you guys. That's why. That's why you thought that shit makes sense. Of course, Wolverine would think breaking up with somebody makes sense. I love you. Y'all better laugh. Fuck that. Wolverine would think that it's okay. I'm setting boundaries. It's not boundaries. Damn you. Oh, you are actually a part of something bigger. You're not Wolverine. I think you had to be in this Wolverine energy before, which is why you're like coming up here like, I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna do that again. But no, you're actually called to be a part of something bigger. You're not a loner. I think you're a loner. You may be an introvert. When I'm alone, I'm in great company. Clearly, that's not true. If you miss your baby, why y'all lying? I don't know what collective I have. Y'all are cap. Y'all be capping so hard. I don't need nobody. Meanwhile, y'all be over here missing your baby. Y'all out here faking. You're a part of something bigger, which is why you're here. Something so big. You're a part of a collective. Love. Love, 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 love. Love and lights. What else? Give me another word. Tell me more about this instruction. Oh. My collective, y'all are so special. Y'all be on them anger management issues for real, I think. Y'all be asking questions later. Y'all just be like, I'm just gonna go ahead and make it to get it over with. I guess. Whoever this is. I think I have a couple collectives. If I have the entrepreneur collective, they're not as rough as you guys, but whoever this group is, when I'm at this table, y'all be extra. I don't even know what to name this group at this point. I don't know. It's like my mental health group. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all funny. Not Hulk smash. So you went through and you was just like, I don't got time for it. And you just smashed everything. Just, just smashed it all. Just smash it all. Maybe you didn't think you were a part of something bigger. Maybe you didn't think you were a part of anything bigger. Maybe you didn't think this relationship was that serious. I feel like you didn't think it was that serious. Yeah. So what made you smash it? You didn't want to invest any more energy? Ooh, something was hidden. Something about energy. Maybe you didn't give enough energy to the connection. Maybe you didn't want to give enough energy to the connection. Something's hidden. What's hidden? All right. So what did you give your energy? So something hidden. So you didn't give energy to the connection. Wolverine, which a Wolverine at okay. Wolverine. Of course Wolverine wouldn't give into a connection. Oh my god, he too busy in love with Jean Grey. Oh my god. Maybe you're in love with Jean Grey. Maybe your partner's like Jean Grey. Maybe you have this Jean Grey. Okay, let's find out what's going on. What's hidden? What's hidden? What's hidden? What's hidden? What's hidden? It's moon. Because you took your, so what did you put your energy to then, right? So you took your childish Gambino energy, maybe even a little childish, right? Childish Gambino energy. Hmm. Wonder what you did with that energy. Let's find out. And what's up with Riri? We got Miss Refract. Riri got Retha. What Riri talking about? Riri, what they hiding? Come on, Riri, tell me. What you man, maybe you was looking for some respect. Oh, maybe you were. To a source conflicted. Something was hidden. Damn, you got a lot of hidden stuff. So, well, you're confused. Well, of course, Wolverine's confused. No shit. Wolverine, stay confused. I'm not confused. And see, twice, two different decks, Emperor card. You for two different decks, you got the Emperor card in reverse. So you definitely were not seeing things in a divine masculine light. What this means is toxic masculinity. Okay. Prince, when doves cry, right? Maybe you could like Prince too. Maybe Prince could be significant for you guys or for you. Um, yeah, yeah, maybe you can say what you need to say. Prince was all about being different and big Gemini energy, saying what he got to say, doing, he didn't care about being different, he didn't care about being strange. He played some of the instruments. He was an artist. He embodied what an artist is. If that's in reverse, that's literally the opposite of being authentic. That's like judging people for being themselves. Like you don't need can't stand nobody being themselves because you ain't yourself. So maybe there was a bit of being confused about how to be yourself in this connection. Ooh, sorry. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm feeling like you had a hard time showing up. Like, okay, so you did show up, right? So whoever you are, you have a soft side to you, Wolverine. Of course you do. You love Jean Grey, right? You have a soft side to you. So I see that even though it was hidden, is though, yeah, you might have came in like with this asshole, inauthentic energy, maybe being even lying and manipulative and narcissistic and egocentric, because that's when the emperor is reversed. But you still came with this like this love. Like maybe you fell in love. I don't know. Something about this love. Could be LGBTQ plus as well for some of you. But you came in with this love energy. But it wasn't successful. You didn't put any effort into it, as we said here earlier. So I'm not really sure why you. I guess I do know why. Hence Wolverine and trust issues. It came here with this cup, with this amount, this romance, but not putting any energy in it. Why would you do that? It's like I should say no energy in it, but like you didn't put, you know, you know, you know what you didn't do. Could have did a little bit more, because coming up here is not successful. Two crystals, right? Maybe it was a lot of imbalance. Maybe you just said, oh, I know what it is. I got it. 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 So your heart was in it, but maybe your time and your effort wasn't in there. Yeah, that's what it is. Time and energy and effort. Maybe you didn't have enough money, time, or energy or something. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Got working me tonight. Let's get some more of this. So let me see, what did you do with this childish Gambino energy? Where'd you take it to? Because you did have some energy. You're coming up young. You could be in your 20s, but it doesn't have to be. Just coming up with like this new, um, a stable offer, a new offer. Oh wow, you came in with this offer. What the? Who are you? Who are you in the collective? Y'all are y'all. Who are you? Cause like one minute you got Wolverine, the next minute you're sweet as damn pie, and then you want to offer love, and then you want to Hulk smash. What the fuck? Please go which one of them? Which one? Which one of them? Tell me which one of them do you got? Because at this point, you can't, you gotta pick a problem, pick a poison. You can't listen. Wolverine, you can't be clawing bitches up and then want to love on them. You can't do both. Oh, oh my god, I'm so hot. I'm genuinely laughing. Oh, oh, y'all funny as shit. Oh, y'all funny. Y'all funny. Oh my god. Oh, the collective. Y'all are funny. If y'all don't laugh, it don't matter. I'm gonna laugh. Oh Jesus. Oh, not you being Wolverine and slicing folks up with your words and stuff, and then want to turn around. If I have never seen a stark contrast in my life, oh, this is something I would see in therapy. This is why I'm here. That's why I'm your spiritual therapist. 'Cause this is something I would see in my sessions. This is the shit I be seeing. This how y'all know y'all need a therapist. You never wonder, do I need one? Not you gonna be whoever you are a Sour Patch Kid. Whoever you are. First you're sour and then you sweet. I know you've been told that before. Whoever you are, you've been told that. You first you sour and then you sweet. It's as sweet and mean as you want to be, whoever you are. It's just as mean. Oh my god. You could feel like Mr. Wolverine, sir, ma'am, whoever you are. You could have feel like, um, you lost your head, in this connection. You could have felt like you didn't know what to think. Your head could have been everywhere. Or just maybe you felt like you were not yourself, like you were, how it feels like when your head is floating, like you feel like your head's in the clouds. Maybe you felt like this, like you couldn't think. Yeah. Sorry. Mm, yep. And because my friend couldn't think, I feel like you had a hard time seeing how to this offer, get this relationship. Because whoever you are, you're coming up here with a beautiful heart. Like you know how to sit in your emotions, you know how to offer a relationship, you know how to be emotionally available, you know how to be compassionate, you know innocence when you see it, you know abundance when you see it. You do have a propensity to see things through rose colored glasses, and that could have been a issue maybe for a bit. And the seven here, a seven of crystals, maybe perhaps. Yeah, you came here with this big, beautiful offer, but you did not get anything that you put into it. Hence the seven of crystals in reverse. Whatever effort or energy that you put into it, it doesn't seem like you were very happy about not getting that. Oh, okay, Mr. Hulk Smash. I'm gonna take for a second. Okay, I'm gonna start getting to some more specifics and say where are you now? Where are you now? Whew, that was the first part. If that resonated with you, then this is your reading. Stick tuned and we'll find out what's going on. Not Wolverine. Y'all hilarious. You will be Wolverine and Elton John. What the fuck? Oh, not the WB frog too. Oh my course, of course Wolverine ain't got nothing to say. And this makes even more sense, whoever you are collective. All the cards that you're getting, they're in line, they make sense. I hope that you're not I hope that my readings, if you've been following my channel, I hope that you're feeling better to like know that you're not crazy. That you're not a crazy person. You're just a regular human having a human experience. Sometimes we do bad shit. Sometimes we don't. Just don't do it no more. If you've been doing it. And if you've been watching that, if you've been in that drama triangle that I talk about a lot, just stop doing that. Go to the coaching model. Don't accuse people. Start coaching yourself. What did I learn? What could I do differently? Um, Learn how to set boundaries. If you know how to set boundaries, trust me, I literally thought I knew how to set boundaries until my last relationship. This last breakup I had, oh baby, oh baby. Shawty taught me how to set some boundaries. You hear me? Oh my God. I thought I knew how to set boundaries. Talk about tested. I ain't never been tested like that in my life. Jesus. Ah, I must say. Learn boundaries. Learn boundaries. Learn boundaries. I thought I knew them, right? Thought I somebody come along and say, "Oh, you got boundaries? Let me test that. Hold my beer." Remember that do you remember that part on Baby Boy when Snoop Dogg had kicked over Yvette's little boy Fort? That's how I feel people do my boundaries. I had my little pillow set up and they say, F your Fort. All right, guys. I got some players on the board. We got some lion energy. We got some crocodile. If those are your spirit animals, they resonate with you. I always post, I don't always, but I try to remember. So it could be spirit animals for you. I think they're so cute. I got these from a little store over in South Carolina, and they make them. Aren't they so cute? Oh my God. They're so cute. I just got them because they're cute. I don't know. And I thought I could use them for readings, but they are adorable. I don't know all the meanings of animals. I'm not really good with that. I'm more with numbers and stuff like that in astrology. I don't really know all the meanings of those. All right, so first card out. Where are you right now? Where are you at right now? Oh, two cards popped. Okay. Right now, you could be in the energy of it's never too late. And again, you're in this Hawkeye, whoever you are very like collective. When y'all set your mind to do something, damn it, y'all do it. I ain't even if it's bad. Even if it's fuck shit, y'all still be doing it anyway. But truly, like when y'all have your eyes set on something, you don't miss. You for real, for real. And that could be why you're here, like in this turmoil energy, because like maybe you're upset, like I don't ever miss, you know? Um a- Again, where you are now, you could be looking or thinking about having a second chance with someone or something. Something could be moving slow. You could be looking for a lot of courage. I don't even know what the try for is. I don't know. Maybe it could be tall or something. Something about yeah. Have you ever seen how giraffes fight? Hey, for those of you who don't know how giraffes fight, go look that up. It's actually really interesting how they fight. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to be no giraffe. You take headshots, boy. Bye. All right. Where else are you coming from? Mm. All right. So where you coming from? Maybe you're wanting a second chance. Where you are right now, wanting a second chance, and setting your eyes on letting something burn. What are you trying to let burn? Why am I collective always trying to burn shit down? Good God, y'all gotta stop all this. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop with the burning shit. Y'all gotta stop with I just want to just tear everything out. What y'all wanna let burn? Let's find out before I start talking shit. Okay. All right. Where are you? Never too late for a second chance. You got your eyes on something. You want to let something burn. All right. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I guess. Y'all be scaring me when I see shit with burning. I get scared with y'all because y'all just too y'all be doing shit. You gotta understand. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where y'all at in the process of healing yet. So when I be seeing the burning crap, like, no, guys, don't do it. No, no, put it back. Put that phone down. Don't do it. Don't text them. Don't do it. Oh my goodness. All right. It's never too late for a second chance. I see that you're thinking a really, really, really lot about the second chance. Hence, this could be the courage to the lion that's coming out. Um, a lot of thought, a lot of thinking about this. Thank you. Maybe you're thinking a lot about yeah, about the second chance. I love Moon Knight. If you haven't watched the series on Disney Plus, baby, you don't know what you're missing. Talking about schizophrenia. The therapist's dream. I love this character. Boy, he got all kind of personality disorders going on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, maybe you got that moon night. Got that moon night energy going. Maybe y'all be in different worlds. Maybe you're dreamers, because Moon Knight, you know what I'm saying? Please watch it. He's special. So like he broke a lot of times because of childhood trauma. Like, so you may have childhood, he broke a lot. Like he got like a lot of different personalities because of the shit that happened. Like his mama died, all kind of stuff. They put him in, I don't know, all kind of stuff. Watch it, just watch it. I don't want to ruin it for you. It's really, really good. But anyway, his mind split, hence why he's Moon Knight, and it made him susceptible to entities because his mind broke so bad that other deities can use his body. Sound familiar, friends? I've been telling y'all that since I've been on this channel. I say the enemy can use y'all when you have been fractured. I'm not being funny. I'm not even joking, dead ass. Like, even, hold on, wait, let me hold up a picture of white man, maybe. Wait, if I put the white man on that, there you go. Is that better? If I put the white with the glasses, would that be better if I do that? All right. Yeah, definitely. This is big Moon Knight energy right here. For sure, all day. So maybe you've been thinking about that. Maybe you've been thinking about the different ways that your shadow has like come out. And you're like, ugh, I don't know if I like those different various parts of me. That's how he felt. Oh, yo, what some of his personalities, bro, were not good. Some of them were okay, some of them were not. Matter of fact, the last season we met a new one. I can't wait to get to know that personality. That's gonna be fun. So maybe perhaps you're learning different parts of yourself and you're looking for a second chance. Um, just like it, a second chance at like life. Like, hey, I know who I am now. I think I know what I want to be. I think I know the different various parts of me. Something like that. I feel like that's there because the reason why I say that is because of the Eight of Cups. So I see you wanting to return back to something, and this feels like a good thing though. It doesn't feel like you want to return to something toxic for the first time. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing wild from y'all in a while, so that's good. That's really good. Um, this Eight of Cups often means come back to a relationship or returning back to something. Um, that could be what you have your heart set on, your eyes set on. And I see you're burning something down, and that's this imbalance. I love that. I was scared, guys, because when I saw temperance in the verse, I'm like, man, bruh, I thought y'all was on some bullshit again. Like, I really did. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you were gonna burn it down, but no, you're actually trying to burn down or stop this imbalance that you have been having. And I love that. Good job. And maybe that could be like the giraffe, like you're reaching for something because giraffe's all about the reach and the tall, like reaching for higher altitudes. So something like that. Maybe you're reaching. Maybe you're trying to alchemize. I feel like you're learning how to alchemize. Maybe you don't really know what that word means. If you don't know the word alchemize means or alchemy or alchemist, and you keep hearing that word and you're like, I know it means to transform or transmute something, but maybe you really don't understand it. Read the book, The Alchemist. It's a really good book. It's on Audibles. I suggest anybody read it. I think it's not even on YouTube. Read The Alchemist. And this will help you understand this card. What I love about this, if you see Noah's Ark in the back, think about what happened when the flood. The flood is as a, I guess, a big allegory of alchemizing energy. Although there was death involved, I don't know if I would use that one, but you get my point, right? Like it was to take what was negative and restore and bring back anew. And so if you see the angels walking on the new ground, the new earth, the new heaven, I'm sorry, the new earth and the new waters, right? So something about maybe alchemizing things and they're coming back to new, coming back to a new beginning, not the old world, but a new world. So I feel like you're trying to come into a new world. And that happened actually in Moon Knight too. They talked a lot about the different worlds. So something about that. Oh, look what you got. I love him. Maybe you feel a little left behind. Maybe that's what you're thinking about. Maybe you're feeling like this person or situation is going to leave you behind. He's so cute when he started crying icicles. I mean, ice cubes. Didn't I tell you? Y'all doing something fast. Y'all do not play. Maybe you got the Speedy Gonzalez. Maybe you feel like you need to go back to something fast. Maybe you're trying to make sudden moves. Speedy Gonzalez. Really fast. Maybe some of you are Hispanic. I genuinely feel like whoever you are, my collective, I feel like y'all like really kind, like you're kind monsters. I feel like you're like cuddly. mm, I think you come across very mean, but in the inside you're super sweet. Whoever you are, I think you kind of come off as this like tyrant, this, and you probably can, you probably have. You probably can be a really big asshole if you want to. It'd be very scary and very intimidating. But I think at the core of who you are, you're very sweet, which is why you're being called to these readings, because that's not who you are. That other version of you are the other version of you. That's something that was birthed from trauma. You see why you get the Moon Knight card? Whatever that was, that's trauma. That's not who you are, sweetie. You got to stop acting like that. These are called emotional triggers, okay? You being triggered by these situations. So you really truly work these things. I say get the workbook. I've done this workbook myself and I do it with my clients. Start with some this is a very simple workbook though, right? So you want something very simple. And they're very easy, doable, like one a day. As a matter of fact, I didn't even do one a day. I think I did one every 2 weeks or something like that. But yeah. The first one that I use a lot, that I use like a lot, like in sessions. Um, of course, this the one mapping, but these prompting questions here, these reflection questions, guys. These are the questions that a therapist will ask you, and you're supposed to answer them right away. These help uncover your subconscious messages, but you can do these on your own. You don't have to wait for you don't have to wait for someone like me to do this with you. Now, of course, when you work with somebody, it's better because you tend to lie to yourself. That's if you want to know why therapist is because you lie to yourself. Okay, that's the answer. People tend to lie to themselves. Why people have a hard time reading for themselves because you'll tell yourself what you want to hear. We know that the ego is hard to it's hard to overcome the ego because there's so many defense mechanisms. There's like 24 defense mechanisms, okay? And you have to plow through all of them bitches just to get through this. So that can be really hard unless you're going to be a very self-aware person and unless you went through all of this, unless you figured this crap out, how to stop these mental traps, there's a good chance that you have a hard time. And you may do a couple of pages and then you put the book down. But working with somebody or even dedicating yourself to, I say dedicate yourself to a book like this, dedicate it. If not, if you don't want to work with somebody, dedicate yourself to it. But if you feel like, yeah, work with somebody, do that. Seriously. Because it's hard to tell yourself the truth sometimes. That's why we work with people. So they don't lie to us that you trust, of course. So find a provider that you trust, find a reader that you trust, find someone that you trust who can tell you about yourself. Okay. So again, you may be feeling like you're out in the cold, maybe wanting to move fast towards this relationship. And again, I feel like you want to alchemize this energy and smash through these illusions of how you used to be in this non-committal, again, this toxic energy. Because if you're in Temperance in reverse, this is chaos. This is Sagittarius in reverse. This is reckless, tactless, lacking any philosophy, higher learning. This is not reading. This is not listening to inner guidance. This is imbalance of the utmost. And so I see that you're wanting to come through with this Ronan the Accuser hammer and smash the shit out of that. Good job for you, whoever you are. I like that for you. Keep smashing. And again, sweet giant, whoever you are, I'm sending you big hugs and big loves because I love this character. Now, this is the energy that you're embodying, and then you're so sweet. You just come across like you're scary, and you're not scary. So stop acting scary to protect yourself, so people won't be scared of you. All right. Let me see. Your task. So the next portion is going to be your task. I'm just going to move everything off the board so we can get some new energy. Your task. Your task. Your task. Your task. Oh, hello. Thank you, Monette. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm over here all in my reading. Sure. Okay, where are we at? All right, your task. What task do you have at hand? What task does the collective have? What task? What task? What task? Okay, I see you. Oh, you got a big task. Oh my God, I ain't taking all those. I guess. Okay.
You have a couple tasks. You have a couple tasks. Okay. Looks like your task is going to be moving with passion. Jesus. Oh, my ears are popping. I'm burping. I'm going off. Oh, oh yeah. Y'all. Okay, spirit. I got it. I got the message. They got it too. Jesus. Stop making me nice spirit. It goes crazy. I have to literally yell like that. I know it sounds OD over here, but no, over here my ears be popping. I'm yawning and burping all of it at the same time. It's crazy wild over here. So I'm sorry if it sounds crazy. If you knew what I was experiencing, you would know why. Okay. So the chariot card comes out with this page of wands. So I see that the task that you have is to move with a great passion. But there's a stalemate. This eight of swords again. And I know y'all get tired of me bringing the book out, but every time y'all see the eight of swords, y'all go see me bring that shit every time. Because that's what that means is mental traps. That's what that is. You're trapped in. Eight of swords. That's the answer. Mental traps. Mm-hmm. We all do these from time to time. Now, there's in this book, that's how they read. I was gonna get my other book, but I cannot find it. But it's cognitive distortions. You can look that up. There's 8 cognitive distortions. Mental filtering, black and white, jump to conclusions, should statements, minimizing, maximizing. What to say? So blaming. There's so many of them. It's ridiculous. Well, there's 8, but those are traps. So you're moving towards passionately towards that. That's your task to let that go because success is right here. Like I'm seeing like that trap is keeping you from your relationship. Those men. Oh my god. What's got them trapped? You're trapped because you walked away. See the again different. The eights. And look at Wolverine up here. I didn't even know he was still up here. Look at him following us around. I didn't even know he was still up here. The name of the book is called The Shadow Work. You can get it on TikTok Shop. Again, I'm not selling it. It's just a good tool that I use. It's really, 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 really good. Really good. I suggest anybody get it. But it'll help you with the Eight of Swords. It'll help you get out of the if you have any childhood trauma, any inner wounds, it really helps to get the ball started. And then of course, if you feel like you're uncovering stuff, then go work with a professional. But that'll help the ball get started if you're like, I don't know where to start with my inner child healing. I got negative thinking. All right. So the thoughts that are plaguing you is about this leaving, this return, going back, leaving this relationship, this happy, 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 happy relationship. Wish fulfillment. Yeah, everything. Wolverine, what is you doing, Wolvie? Wolfie, what you doing, Wolfie? No, wait. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's kind of repeating. It's the same thing, it's just not the direction of where to go and how to get there. Okay, hopefully by the end of this, we'll get some answers on how you can get out of this Eight of Swords. Because I feel like was a really happy relationship, had a lot of harmony, a lot of balance to it. The task that you have is to move towards that direction. I'm seeing how beautiful it was. It's very fulfilling. Again, it could be a same-sex relationship, doesn't have to be, but take that as it resonates. This Miley Cyrus energy is like y- maybe you feel like you have to come in very like aggressive or very passionate. And maybe you're young, maybe you're like a Gen Z or something like that. I mean, I don't know. Or maybe like a young millennial or something. I don't know. Something like that. Something kind of young energy. And that could be some of that, like not knowing what to do. Maybe you don't feel like you're mature enough to figure this out. Because I'm seeing like Miley Cyrus and the Eight of Swords. Yep. Look. So like now I feel like you're not thinking about what you want to do anymore. It feels like you're coming out of that, of sitting here procrastinating, waiting for someone to tell you what to do, or just like ignoring the divine. I feel like now you're coming out of that, or that's your task, is to come out of that. Yep. Save the page. See, Page of Wands, two different decks. Coming out of that and moving in a more vibrant, fiery, passionate way. Same thing. World card again, temperance again. Something about this again, this ending. A lot of alchemizing, guys. Whoever you are, you're really being called to alchemize, 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 alchemize. Write things down. Write, sing, dance, poems. Create, 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 create from your pain. Whatever pain that you have, create, create, create. I don't know what you're gonna create. Good. See what you just say? Death card of reverse. Death card of reverse. Uh, okay. Maybe there's a maybe you don't know how to alchemize everything, or maybe you're trying to alchemize things coming back again, this relationship. Because I see the death card here is the reverse. So maybe there's a chance for things to be to start again, to be birthed again. Maybe you're thinking about how to alchemize that. Maybe that's the task. And maybe you were stuck before, like not really knowing what to do about that. Hits the hangman, but it's in reverse. So maybe again coming out of that, a lot of these cards are starting to be reversed. They weren't like that in the past when I did these readings with you guys. They're starting to be reversed now. So man, I think maybe you're starting to get the picture or seeing something like, hey, I'm not stuck. I can do something. Because you notice while she's down here in the hangman energy, she's manifesting. She's not just sitting here chilling. She's looking at the water and she's saying with the water, just her emotions, what can I do with that? What can I bring into reality so that way when I get down from here, I can do something about it. So I feel like you're coming down from this hangman energy of like, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. Whether that's leaving a situation or going back to something. Because for some of you, you're wanting to go back, and I guess for some of you, I guess it's just the end in general. For some, it's a rebirth or a cycle. You've been spending time alone with yourself or more introverted, even if you haven't been by yourself. Maybe you've just been quiet, or maybe you felt like you've been alone lately. And I see this again, just alone and thinking about going back. You see, this is a common thing of going back, of wanting to come back, of wanting something to not end. All right, so let's go to what's difficult. Let's see what's difficult for the collective right now. What's difficult for you? Love is difficult right now. The lovers. That makes sense. We got that in the other deck, right? Love makes. Of course, Wolverine. Wolverine gonna have problems with love. No shit. All right. Here's difficult for you right now is love. That makes a lot of sense. Let me get some more. messages on what's difficult for the collective right now. What's difficult for the collective right now? What's difficult? You need some water, Papa? My little one has the flu right now. He's getting over the flu, so he's coughing quite a bit. But yeah. You need some water, Papa? I guess he's asleep, just coughing in the middle of the night. Um, what's difficult for you right now is love and home being far away from you. Oh, my favorite character, Doctor Strange. Ooh. So maybe right now what's difficult to you for you is love, going home, and ooh. Maybe you don't know your intentions, or maybe you don't know someone's intentions. Maybe someone's intentions aren't clear. Maybe that's difficult. Maybe intentions, home, the relationship, something about intentions, home, and the relationship. Maybe that's difficult for you right now. Thank you. I'm sure we'll see you. Tell me more about what's difficult for them at home and what's difficult for them at love and what's difficult for their intentions. What's difficult in this love relationship? It's difficult right now, and love is moving to calmer waters or moving to healthier thinking, moving to safety, maybe finding a safe place. Um, yeah, something about something being successfully safe. Tell me more about the level. Damn, all these swords, a lot of thoughts about this relationship. What's difficult is moving to calmer waters and feeling emotionally safe, like you're not rejected or abandoned or full of agony and um, terror about this. And this breakup, you could have, y'all could have lost a child actually too. Maybe that happened for some of you. Some of you lost a child, but there's most of you, it's just the ending of the relationship. Maybe you thought you were moving to calmer waters, but this seems to has caused a lot of regret. Um, that I feel like you're moving out of it in some ways, and in some ways not. But for the moving towards calmer waters, I feel like that that did happen, but that ultimately caused a breakup. So maybe something that you thought would be successful and going towards a better place actually ended up not. So that could be difficult for you, is that relationship being over. And then let's see what happened with home. What's difficult about home? No energy being put towards the home anymore. No energy being put towards the home anymore. That doesn't seem to have been very successful for you. Hmm. Damn. Not big and small. Not bigger. Give me one more chance. Bigger, bigger. Give me one more chance. Um. Yeah. So with the King of Coins coming up here in reverse, with Yeah, there was yeah, no energy being put towards the home. Maybe you didn't feel um maybe the yeah, again that's coming up as a task or the difficulty. The difficulty is investing time and energy, investing patience. Mm, maybe feeling like financial feels like there's some financial loss too. Maybe there is a bit of like maybe not feeling like you could contribute to the home or had a hard time contribute to the home or giving money. Very headstrong. Maybe it's difficult to see things from another perspective. You could have the my way or the highway kind of attitude. Maybe that could be difficult. And how to apologize, how to say, maybe it's a lack of creativity, a lack of, yeah, maybe a lack of creativity. And I've seen all these grapes, so it's a lack of abundance too. Maybe you didn't feel like the home was abundant. Maybe that was difficult for you. Thank you. Mm, okay. Yeah. The relationship that broke up. Okay. So these two people definitely weren't getting along. We have the King of Coins and we have the Queen of Wands. King of Coins in reverse. So yeah, there was definitely a big upheaval between these two, I can see, because we got one who's stubborn, who's yeah, we got one who's stubborn, who's not gonna budge, not gonna move, not giving energy, not giving time, being very, yeah, very Game of Thrones credit energy, giving tyrant, giving I do what I say. And I don't know if y'all know, but she ain't finna deal with none of that. That ain't finna work. So you can take that shit somewhere on else. So I don't know if it was you or your other person. Somebody tried it with somebody, and it didn't work because this definitely ended up in a divorce or a breakup for sure. Happy home, and did we just say this the home? Everybody know about Four Wands. We know this is the marriage card. Home, a brand new beginning with the spouse or a person or a situation is a celebration of some sort, typically some type of union, typically. And that comes out, yeah, what did I say that was? Where was that card at? Is it there? Yeah, she not gonna have that with that home. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And look at that, the world card coming up. Stevie Wonder can see it. Something's clear now. Something clear now. Even Stevie got it. I'm trying to tell you. Something's clear now. I'm gonna let y'all take that how it resonates. I don't know. Each person's different, but y'all know who's who in that relationship. Somebody was being possessive, and the other person wasn't having it too. So let's be very clear that Queen of Wands was gonna cuss you right. Who? Let me talk. Let me tell you about these people. This one's gonna cuss this one right back out. That ain't gonna work.
Imagine an unevolved Taurus, unevolved Capricorn, unevolved Virgo talking to a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius like they lost their mind. Boy, please. Yeah, you see that cat? That cat gonna scratch all that up. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all physically got into it or something, but definitely was not. You're not, sir. You're not finna talk to Miss Leo like this. Miss Leo will give you a whole new one. So I don't know what that masculine was thinking. Again, take it how it resonates. I don't even like to call masculine feminine. If you notice, I don't even say it a lot in my readings because you know who you are. Y'all don't gotta be playing like that. Y'all do enough readings. Y'all be on YouTube enough to know who. All right. We have a little bit more to go in your reading, and we're almost done. To give y'all a full one. Uh, all right. Your strength, thank God. Let's get to some good shit. Oh my God. Finally. We got through all the dark stuff. All the dark stuff. Let's get to some good stuff. I'm happy. Your strength. Ooh. Your strength. Your strength, guys, is actually, man, yo, whoever you are, you're cool. Let me help. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my God. Don't go out. Don't go out. Don't go out. Oh God, God, please don't go out. Oh my goodness, don't go out. Don't go out. Don't die. Don't die. Okay. Oh my goodness. Your strength. First of all, I love that Prince came up for you, whoever you are. The fact that Prince came out as a strength. So you're super creative. You may be a writer. You may be a singer. You may be a poet. You may be all the things. Whoever you are, you're probably very creative. And if you don't think you're creative, I'm here to tell you that you are. Okay. So let's just go and get out the way. There's something that you do, or many things that you do. I feel like you have many talents. Some of them can be untapped. Okay. But you have talent. You have talent. You have a lot of talent. And you're passionate about your talent. Maybe there's a need for you to step into that because your strength is actually knowing, which is so cool. I always love your guys' reading. You always have like the coolest readings. Your strength is actually knowing where to put energy into in relationships. That's crazy. I've never like one there's a reading I had for you guys, and like the devil showed up as your strength. I've never seen that before. The devil's your strength, right? You guys are you're such a complex group, which is probably why you have like a tarot reader slash therapist as your because you're so complex. But I like that about you guys. I mean, think about this. Prince was a complex person. So clearly, if you're coming up here with this Prince energy, you're complex too. I love Prince. So yeah, I'm complex as well. I get it. So your strength is actually knowing where to put your energy into. It's like you not giving energy is your strength. That's weird, right, guys? Do y'all have like a tendency to give energy out too much to people? Because if that's the case, I can see why that's coming up as a strength of you pulling your energy back and pouring into things that actually benefit you. But this is like a self-love cup. This is not just like, like this is a new beginning. So I feel like what's coming up as a strength for you is like knowing where to put your energy at for a new beginning. That's beautiful. I've never seen that before. Yay. Tell me more about this strength. Didn't I say it? I told y'all. Y'all my special group. I got the group of the people who be disassociating and y'all be having depressive spells and stuff, which I be going through back there. No, got the mental health group. It's okay, I get it. Mhm. Y'all be having split personality. Oh, let me guess. Y'all have different wardrobes and shit too. Oh my goodness. But y'all be listen, y'all be having different personalities on different days. Don't nobody know who they gonna get. Oh my goodness. That's your strength though, believe it or not. That's actually what makes you creative. So I would say, because I'm like that too, guys, just lean into it. So like on a day where you're a different person, like just already have your skills lined up. So like one day you a painter, one day you actress, just like have different shit that you do. Cause you got to pour it into something. Cause if you don't pour it into something, you're just gonna look crazy as hell. You're just gonna look crazy. I'm letting you know that now. I'm letting you know that now. You're just gonna look crazy as hell if you don't find something to pour it into. So you got you got to do that. Okay, you saw Prince. He poured it into something. He put it into music and art. If not, y'all gonna be out here looking wild as fuck. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my goodness. Oh, because if you think I ain't gonna laugh at you because I'm a therapist, you're wrong. I'm gonna laugh too. You think I'll laugh at my class when they tell me them dumbass stories? I laugh and we laugh together. But I mean, I'm gonna make a joke out of it. We gonna laugh. I'm gonna love you afterwards, but I'm gonna laugh at that shit. If it was dumb, it was dumb. Me too. If it was done for me, I laugh at my stuff. I laugh at my own stuff. I don't know how horse. I got a whole bunch of dumb stories. Remind me to tell you guys the time that I poured leather luster all over my ex-husband's clothes and cut up his clothes. I was in my 20s. It was a terrible time. I told you. I'm Deadpool too. I, I'm like Deadpool on the inside too, I swear. Oh, oh, you my collective because we got Deadpool energy all over all over us. I'm just here for the snacks for sure. I see how y'all got in the bullshit that y'all was in because we got listen, I got that same kind of energy too a little bit. I get it. I get it. But maybe perhaps don't just have this like carefree energy. So it's coming up like as a strength for you, right? Is that yes, although you do have this like Deadpool laugh it off, it's everything's funny, everything's cool, it's not that serious, you know? You know, it's cool to have that energy. I love that energy too. But at the same time, right, we have to be mindful of it. Hence, if you watch Deadpool, you know there's parts where he has to absolutely get serious. No, turn off. Although I love his relationship with Wolverine, by the way. Oh my God. Wolverine and Deadpool, I can watch that over and over. They are hilarious. And then you again, you're lucky. I don't this is whoever the collective is, like you just have like this energy of like just good shit just happens to me all the time. If you know anything about Domino, like her superpowers is being lucky, okay? Which Deadpool jokingly always tells her that she's not lucky. It's not a superpower, but it technically is. Right? She's super lucky. So maybe perhaps your superpower is or your strength is actually just being lucky. I told your ancestors, you whoever you are, like your spirit team has your back. Genuinely. Genuinely. But you gotta wake up. Y'all gotta stop staying asleep. This shit's getting old now. With this, y'all gotta stop that. Get your books. Go do your healing work, okay? Go get your books. It's getting old. It ain't cute no more. You're getting too old. Whoever you are, y'all getting too old for that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You're getting too old. All right, give me more clarity on the Deadpool energy. Yeah, you're learning lessons. So this is your shadow work cards. Um, transmitting the energy because of the broken heart that you have had in the past. Maybe people have broke your heart really badly, it seems like, and you're seeing things through a broken heart. So please be mindful of that. That's again, I told you about that. That's disassociation, checking out, feeling unreal, feeling lifeless, feeling dead inside, or that's the freeze or the flight, rushaholic, running around, overthinking, perfectionist. Then you have the fight response. That's the dictatorial tendencies. Can't hear another person's point of view. A pronounced sense of entitlement. Bullying. That's the fight response. And then of course the fawning is people pleasing. Can't doing whatever somebody else is doing whatever someone else tells you to do, or being an angel of mercy, a sucker, over caring, over worrying, that stuff. So those things right there, those are called fight, flight, fawn, or freeze. And then you have flop, which is the passing out. So anytime you go through trauma, that'll help you now. That'll leave you in the three of swords, guys, and have you looking at your life, your heart through this lens, through all the pain. And I can see why you can't got this Deadpool energy. Like, man, nobody want to deal with it. Who would not have Deadpool energy after that? I mean, I did. I do sometimes and still do. But it doesn't seem like it's being very successful for it to. That's not helping you. So if it's your strength and I want it to keep being a strength for you guys, it's a strength for me. So I want to keep it a strength for you. It won't help you have your third eye open. It won't let you see to see life clearly. You can't see life clearly when you're like that. So if you want that third eye to stay open, which we do, we want to be able to see what the Holy Spirit has for us, or what the divine has for us. Take it how you resonate, whatever you need to see what we need to where we need to put our energy into, right? We have to be mindful of this type of like toxic, goofball, charismatic, I don't care energy. Like it's fun, it's good to have it, but not all the time, right? So guys, know when to turn it on and turn it off. I feel like that you can do a little bit too much of that, and that I think that could get you into some of that tyrannical, narcissistic kind of overbearing energy. But since you have a tendency to laugh it off, maybe perhaps you didn't think it was that serious of what you were doing. And again, always kind of being lucky, always kind of coming up here is like, really cool, really lucky. Whoever you are, you must be funny, lucky, charming, and all the things. So maybe that was a part of your lesson that you had to learn. And maybe you're learning it right now. Yeah. All right. And then that's a strength. That's a good strength, guys. Really good strength. I like that. That's really good. You're coming up here as like funny, charming, knowing what to do. You got your heart pierced out, at one time, but it's all right. All right, let's see your goals. And then I'm gonna get my butt out of here and get ready for sessions tomorrow. What's the last one I said? Your goal. Okay, let's find a goal. I'll pull some therapy cards. I'll pull some cards for therapy. Here's a goal. Here's some goal. Goal, goal, goal. Goal, goal, goal. Goal. Goal for the collective. Okay, so here's your goal. You're gonna release a shame. Okay? Say that with me. Release a shame. Not for real. If you want to do tapping, that's a real thing. You can type it into Google EFT. It's called emotional something tapping, emotional something tapping. Um, you can type that in EFT tapping. But if you don't want to do tapping, you can literally just say this out loud, light candles, do your thing, in incense, whatever you're being called to do. I do tapping, and I also write. So you can write these things down. You can write it 369. If you don't know what that is, you can do 369. You can get that journal. Also, too, from the TikTok shop. I'm not selling this. I have no link for you, okay? This is just teaching you about the method of using 369 on how to manifest. So you don't have to just manifest money, guys. You can actually manifest healing. See, they keep talking about money and shit. Well, money ain't gonna serve you if you're a dumbass and nobody likes you. You can't spend your money if your shadow if your shadow don't trust nobody. The money don't matter. So I would encourage you to instill these things instead of asking for $1.5 million. Okay. So release shame, and you're gonna instill insured. Release and instill. Another goal. Other goal is to release confirmation. Oh, confirmation. Release being conflicted. Damn. Damn. And it's still being protected. Oh, that was for somebody right there. I don't know who that was for. Oh goodness, that was for somebody. I felt that in my arm. I felt it in my chest. Man, coughed all day. Release feeling hopeless and it's still being loved. And if you want to know where I got these deck from, I did get it from Mars and Nobles. It is a therapy deck. They talk about EFT in here, emotional tapping that I was telling you about. You can go look it up for yourself. It is a real technique. I do use it in therapy with my clients, and yes, it does work. There are different pressure points. Have you ever heard of acupuncture before? It's the same damn thing, except for more with your hands, and it's like pressing Control Alt Delete. So if you're somebody who struggles with panic attacks, if you're somebody who struggles with overthinking and all that, or getting in your head, you might want to start doing some tapping. Okay, it works. People are not just making this stuff for no reason and putting it into books. It works, but you got to try it. And no, it doesn't work after one time. It's holistic, so no, you have to keep doing it. I shouldn't say that's not true. It does work after one time. At least when I do it with my clients, it does. I don't know how it would do by yourself. When I work with people, it does. But I also am trained in trauma informed yoga, so I walk people through it. I don't just like say this and say that. Like we actually do the whole thing. Like we bring them down, center them, do some poses. Like it's the whole thing. Ooh, look, this is just blank. Wow. I'm gonna leave it there too. This is your confirmation. I'm not even gonna pull anything else for this. You're literally just being asked to start releasing and installing in general. Notice this is a very like everything else. Just has nothing on it. Nothing. Just release and install, okay? Start that process. Release hopelessness, install loved. I'm gonna say it again. Release being ashamed, install reassured. Release feeling conflicted, and install being protected. Guys, take your fingers like this and touch the center of your chest. You can hear how I'm beating mine, right? Just like that. And all you gotta do is just say it out loud. I release feeling ashamed. I install being reassured. Tap that, tap it, you'll feel it. You'll feel a little pressure point if you touch the sternum. You'll feel a little pain. If it feels like a little pain there, that's right where it is. That's the right spot. It should feel like a little ouch, like a little prick. If you feel like a little eek, like a little that right there, that's it. That's the pressure point. It should feel a little tender. If it's tender, that's it. Keep pressing it, keep doing it, and say those affirmations. It's best to do them in the shower or in the bathtub or before you go to bed when you first wake up. Okay. Now you heard it here. You can try it, and you can also do your own research on YouTube and TikTok and wherever. Feel free to read books on it. All right, guys, that was beautiful. I love your reading. I am now gonna finish up with. I would love to give um I'm starting to give angel message at the end. Well, so that we do so much like hard work, like talking about negative stuff a lot, especially with wounds, emotional wounds. It could be a lot of negative. All right, angel messages. Angels are sending you happiness. So even if you don't feel happy right now, happiness is on its way to you. And whatever challenge this is that you're having that we've been talking about, if you've been feeling challenged today or challenged just tonight or just in this reading, don't worry. Angels are literally right behind you, supporting you every step of the way. Literally, my nose is running. And I can't even get it out. It's crazy. I mean, extraordinary. You're being guided. Like if this feels challenging to you,
You can say that out loud. Like, hey guys, this feels super challenging to me right now. Your angels are here, are there listening. They want to know that so they can minister to you and give you love. Don't feel like you're alone. I just said it, tranquility, and ask for peace. If you don't have it, just ask. You will be given peace at any moment's notice. All right, what can the collector do for these challenges? Mm, I don't know. I feel like you're being challenged on where to go, which direction to go. I feel like you're being challenged on where, if you should go towards someone who you feel is very important, or towards, um, I guess, say Malibu, Barbie, and Christy. I mean, I don't want to, I guess, towards other options. Maybe perhaps the challenge is whether you should go towards other options or towards who you think is important to you. So that's what your angels are trying to help you decide on where to go. And right now, it looks like you're moving towards other options. Doesn't seem like you're facing towards, doesn't seem like you want to go towards the person who you maybe think it's important. I don't know. Oh, never mind. Maybe you are. Feels like you think the girls are too young. Yeah, okay. So maybe the other options are too young, maybe too immature. Maybe you do want to go towards this direction of someone who's more enchanted, maybe this important person, because I see these high heels. Maybe you feel like she's this, or this is this other person who you really want to be with is older, more mature, and maybe these other options are very young and immature. So maybe you're just having a challenge on like what to do and how to go towards that person. All right, what's the likely outcome of the situation for the collective? Um, somebody's going to teach somebody a lesson. I don't know. Feels like maybe there's third party situations. Keep having all these different girls, these third party situations, or these other options, and whether it's males or females or just in groupies, other options. Um, the likely outcome is, looks like somebody gonna teach somebody a lesson. I don't know what it is. It looks like someone's being taught a lesson on something. It could be something that happened during the holidays. I don't know. Something about holidays too. So let's take that as resonance. It's a confirmation for some of y'all. Something happened during holidays, or something will happen during holidays. But it looks like the likely outcome right now is that a lesson has being taught. I think that this person that you are not currently going towards right now is teaching something or learning something, or you will learn something about the situation. Again, the world card kept coming out, but I don't I don't know if these groupies don't feel these groupies don't feel like you like these groupies. These groupies seem like really, look at this. Young, having a good time. This is so different from, look at the contrast on the different sides. So whatever other options you may have had or were there don't seem as powerful. Look at this, such a big difference over here, right? Smart, pretty important, um, a teacher, uh, intelligent. I'm using my words because I'm so tired right now, but intellectual, emotionally intelligent, um, all the things. And then we have rock out, let's hang out, let's vibe, and where are the snacks? So this seems like the situation with these other options didn't seem like it was a good idea. It doesn't feel like it. And even though like the car or the direction is facing them, underneath is still like there. So this could be the stuck energy, like where to go, on who to shoot, on what to do, on how to make that choice because of everything else we learned in the reading of like separating and wanting the relationship to be over with. Maybe wanted the relationship to be over with because of the other options, you know? Yeah. Yep, I'm in it here. Whatever. I don't know. Your person is your person. Your person's your person. I think maybe perhaps there needs to be integrity. I don't know. Do you need to have a conversation? What's going on? Does the conversation need to happen? Does the conversation need to happen? What needs to happen? Mm, okay. The Emperor's heart got broken. You broke her Emperor's heart, and I don't know what to do. Was this the Empress? Clearly, because they are not empresses. No skipper in the so Emperor's heart got broken, and now you don't know what to do, what direction to go to, or you're planning to make a move. You want to offer a new relationship out of a broken heart, but you don't do it. But of course, with collective, I'm gonna go downstairs and drink some tea. I'm done with y'all. I love y'all. Y'all get on my nerves at this point. I'm gonna turn straight South Carolina on y'all. I promise you I am. Oh my goodness, yeah. Listen, look at me, look at me. Stop playing with me. You're cute. Whoever you are, you must be very handsome, very sexy, very smexy. You must look really good because every time I get a reading, y'all always come out like y'all real fine. Okay, so fine, you look real good. You look real good, and you had third party people and things like that. And maybe you didn't think this person was that serious about you, but I don't think that you feel that way about it now. So you might need to go ahead and have a conversation. I don't know what's gonna come out of it. I'm not even getting any real answers on what's gonna come out of it. I feel like that's the reason why you're not getting the answers is because this is supposed to be an integrity test for you or to do the right thing instead of trying to be Mr. Earring Magic fucking Wolverine if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere. I love y'all. Good night. I'll see y'all. I'll post this. I'll post this out there. Out there, out there loads up. I've had fun. I can't wait to do a live with y'all again tomorrow.